You already know what time it is. You hanging with Isaac, Vic, Dion, Eric, and myself, Chris G, and we are the Arrogant Underdogs.
It's showtime!
I'm about to say you don't drink.
This is a housewarming gift someone gave us, so it would be rude of me not to at least partake in some of it.
You got to make it do what it do, man.
I concur.
Pour up, my friend. Pour up.
So wait. I'm about to say, wait, Vic. Before we have to let him. Oh, he already got some poured.
Oh, we got the fancy shot glass. You can tell this fool just went shopping.
No.
The fuck I'm talking about? Are we on today? We got Eric taking shots with us.
Hey,
Yo, Vic. Yo, watch out for Vic, man. Watch out
Vic
for
is on right now.
Do what they do.
Right now.
Do what they do. It's been a long week. I miss y'all. We haven't talked since last weekend.
It's been a while.
Arrogant underdog, bitch. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, son.
Tequila
so much to
time.
unpack.
Let's get it.
Hold on, wifey first. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, you taking one with the wife too? That's what I'm
Smart
talking
man.
about.
Happy
So
wife,
wholesome.
happy life.
You're such
Smart
a good
man.
man.
Look at you.
You're such a role model and shit, Eric.
He really
Yo,
is.
Did you say role
Yo,
model?
OG.
He really
A
is.
role model. And he talk
Yo,
like a preacher.
OG.
Such a wholesome figure right there.
You know what though? My father's a preacher.
Wow.
Really?
That explains a lot.
My father is a Baptist minister.
Oh,
Chris had this story from square one.
He did.
I never knew that.
He did.
That's crazy.
Subconsciously, he had you.
Interesting.
He had you pegged.
Nope, not me. He had a self-peg last week with that broke figure. But you know what? We might as well. You pour it up, Eric. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go, brother.
All right, cheers. Let's cheers to this weird ass year of 2020. Cause this shit seems to get weirder and weirder each week. So
Salud.
cheers to 2020.
Salud.
Yes. We are a rose growing from the concrete up in this piece.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting one.
So can we all agree this has been the oddest fucking year ever?
absolutely.
Like this shit just keeps getting more entertaining
Absolutely.
each week.
Ever.
Absolutely.
But I gotta say something though, and this could be a topic for another time. I've seen so much in the last, I would say, 4 months. I've grown leaps and bounds in many different ways. Like this time right here changed. Like there's something about these 4 months that will drastically change the rest of my effing life. That if this didn't happen, I'm not sure the course of events would be the same.
No,
It is.
You know what? I'm with Vic.
insane.
I'm with Vic.
Agree.
Well, before I
Insane
thought I
what
was
just
just
happened.
insane. Now I'm convinced that everything around me is crazier than I am. I'm finally convinced I'm the fucking genius. I'm the genius I knew I've been saying I was this whole time that I've been telling all you guys I've been the whole time. It's just proven to me. So
You've been waiting a long time to tell us.
2020 was a W in the conspiracy theorist column. In general.
Sure.
They've been waiting a long time for that W.
They've been-
Got it.
They've been waiting a long time for that victory lap. Yes.
Shit, we got aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like we got alien confirmation and shit. So I was like, wow.
I mean, honestly, who doesn't believe in some type of life form out there?
But
A lot of
the
people.
confirmation. The
Bible
confirmation.
thumpers.
is big.
Man,
I just want the
It's a whole
truth to
lot
come
of
out.
those.
It seems like a lot of truth is coming out this year, so that's what I'm happy about.
I'm with you.
I tell you what scares me, this whole cashless society thing. It's starting
Yeah,
to
that scares
really,
me too.
like there's literally no change available. Did you guys have that issue?
All you got to do is knock on a black person's door, and they'll have
We got change
I
somewhere.
got change upstairs
Got
in the Eagles
change.
Cup.
They'll have all the change you need.
Don't sleep on them Latinos. So
You got to point. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Nobody
We
has
got-
coins.
we got
No
mason
coins.
jars. Cash.
Well,
But you know, I'm not going to
your
get
point,
into the conspiracy behind that, because I've been saying all along that 5G was a setup, and each month it set you up for some shit. Now cash is coming up missing because they want you to use debit shit. Networks got to be connected, right? This shit is all leading back to 5G, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Y'all not ready for that.
Probably not, because I didn't see that
I
one.
agree.
I don't see it.
We'll table that for another day.
Another day, another time.
But introduce us. Let's go.
Well, we
Let's
already
get it.
got the introducers already pre-programmed. So how you motherfuckers doing though? How's your week been?
You said the introducers. You meant the
Yeah,
introduction.
he want an introduction.
God damn it.
Eric
Allow
laugh
me to
never gets
introduce
old.
myself.
Isaac want to feel special this week. He like, introduce me.
Introduce us.
Well, you know, ladies, if you don't know, that's the hippie lawyer down there. So that's my man Isaac right there, and he's a certified lawyer.
I'm broke as fuck and I'm taken. Thank you.
My bad.
Oh, he's taking.
Oh, lies.
He just
Late
said
it now.
Oh,
Did he
He
say
said it.
taken?
He said he's taking.
Shit.
objection.
Objection.
So now it's been confirmed, Isaac. You love putting me on the hot seat.
We're claiming someone out there now, huh?
Now it's
Does
all.
that mean you're willing to share her name now?
Absolutely not.
But you are booed up. That's what you said.
Why are
Possibly.
you bringing all this attention
Possibly.
on yourself?
Yeah,
It's
that's
strong,
good, man.
it's
That's
strong
what I'm talking
possibility. But
So can we say Mrs. Knight?
we definitely
That's
cannot.
that's
We
a good
definitely
routine.
cannot.
Dun-dun.
Definitely
Dun-dun.
cannot.
You like to fuck with Chris, so you know.
Knight
And
Rider.
it's hilarious.
That's
You
what
had
I'm
to
talking
fuck
about.
with Chris.
Isaac, congratulations.
You next.
Now
You next.
you're
You know that
almost on
energy you
this
put out
pass
always
now.
comes back.
Always
It
comes
do,
back.
But let me be clear. We still team no kids over here. That's all.
Oh,
You say that
okay.
now. You say
But-
that now.
Dot for now.
Hey, to
But
the
dot,
Tito's
dot,
kick in,
forever.
and you don't give a fuck.
Forever.
We
No, I
don't
will
believe
always-
you.
I
Those
will-
are 28-year-old bars. I keep
One
telling
day
you.
you have to tell us what it's like to look at a woman and say that you don't ever want to have kids. Like one day you have to tell
I have
us
looked at
how
every woman in my
often
life and told them that.
and how that works. I'm intrigued to know how that all works.
You know what it is?
We will
Dion,
have
let me
that
drop a
convo.
breaking news jewel, right?
Let me hear this.
This man has no idea that the type of woman that ain't never gonna want no kids, like he has no idea how shallow that hoe gonna be.
Listen, listen.
No idea.
He has no idea.
Listen,
He has no idea.
I am not.
It's cute.
Listen. When I become 58 and I'm coming with these same bars, I'm just gonna say, I told you so.
But if you become 58
You won't
and
make
have
it.
A kid,
You won't make it to 40, bro.
that's
You
gonna
won't
be
make it to
hilarious.
38.
If I am 58 and there's a kid around, I will come on here and apologize to
I
you.
think the
won't
right
make
woman
it to-
changes your mind.
You won't make it to 40.
I think
That's
the right
always the
woman
case.
changes
That's
your
always
mind.
the case.
Unless you attracting them shallow high hoes, then
I don't want no shallow hoe.
Isaac is 20. Is 29, right?
He's a
28.
young man. He's a
28.
young man.
28. I'm a young
28
man.
years old.
I'm a young man.
So to be fair, at the age of 25, I felt the exact same way you did.
I felt that way at
Exact same
30.
way you did.
I'm sure you guys did, but y'all gotta understand. Y'all have learned a little bit about me now, and y'all know
No, what? But
how
listen,
I
what?
am.
Some people really don't want kids.
What I know,
don't.
and listen, some people really don't want kids, but I also
Really
know the power of
Right woman.
love.
Yeah.
So
But listen,
if
Luther
you
has
ever
taught
find
me, I
yourself
got
in that situation, you'd be surprised how quickly your mind could change.
listen.
Come on,
Love
let's-
is beautiful. Love is beautiful, but love ain't gonna bring no children.
I believe
Ever,
Isaac
ever.
actually.
He said he ain't shooting up the club.
Ever,
I don't care how much I love her.
Ever. I can love
I
her.
believe
We'll
Isaac. He
see.
legit
I
doesn't
don't
want
believe.
kids. He
But
doesn't want kids, but I think after
We're gonna
two
have to
Tito
stay tuned.
smoothies and maybe 2 more shots, he's just gonna walk into that battle and throw away his shield and say, "I'm
Never
just
gonna
going in."
Never
So
gonna
that's
happen.
what I think.
And listen,
But-
I could beat him down on this subject really quick. It wouldn't even take 30 seconds, but he don't want to go there because the condoms are cost too much for you to continue.
we have a slew of topics today that are
He's too
beyond.
cheap. He's too
Get you
cheap
next
to
time,
invest in
Isaac.
that
We get
many
you next time.
condoms.
We're gonna let you live
We-
this time.
You know what?
We have
He's
a
gonna mess
slew
around
of-
and get a vasectomy.
Listen,
Now,
Dr. Buckley is a
that would
listen.
be
Hold
I've
on.
got
There's an
one set up
asterisk
with
on my
Dr.
bet.
Buckley. Dr. Buckley, I got to set up with him at 30. Let me tell you.
If he gets a vasectomy, all bets are off. And that's
All
a
right.
weak move, Isaac. Look at my finger. Weak move.
That's cheating, Isaac. That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
That's
But-
cheating.
But we have a slew of topics today outside of my personal life that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, man.
All
Your
right.
turn, motherfucker.
Good
All
segue.
right.
Good
Good
segue.
segue. Good segue. And I think as we discussed prior, man, we're just going to get with the shits, man. We're going to talk about whatever. So we'll start off with DMX and Snoop. Swiss, DMX, Snoop, and a couple other people announced on Instagram that there's going to be a battle between the legend that is DMX and the legend that is Snoop Dogg. And I believe it's Wednesday, July
That's West.
22nd, I want to say. And there's a lot of differing opinions as far as who's going to win this. What are your guys' thoughts? Personally, I'm kind of torn, but I'm leaning towards Snoop.
It's nothing to be torn about. It's motherfucking Snoop all motherfucking day. That shit, shouldn't be no different opinions about this. It should be one winner. It should be Snoop. Me personally, I don't even like these verses. I think they trash, to be honest. Not to shit on what Swiss and Tim is doing, but I've only liked two of them, and that's one was Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, because she's so fucking beautiful and fine. Shout out to Jill Scott. But I don't like these verses like that. I think they trash. But with a legend like Snoop and with DMX, I'm tuned in. But I'm going with Snoop all the way. West Side, baby. And I know Eric going with Snoop. I know Eric going. You better go with Snoop, Eric.
Snoop Dogg is personally my favorite rapper of all time.
There we go.
Really? I didn't know that.
There we go.
Yes, I'm a huge Snoop fan, so I can't even think of a way DMX could pull this off. To be honest with you, so
Okay.
Slaughter.
I
Slaughter.
think
Okay,
Snoop by landslide.
Let me ask a question. Because for the record, I would pick Snoop. Okay, so don't get it fucked up. But let me be the devil's advocate. You have a man that was literally the biggest rapper on planet Earth, coupled with arena-ready beats. Arena-ready beats that are a little bit, I would assume, a little bit more prominent and a little bit more helpful in this type of battle space. If you're playing something that's a little bit slower, like Snoop is probably going to do, and you got the Rough Riders anthem coming at you, you got Get At Me Dog coming at you, you got Reservoir Dogs coming at you, you got, shit like that coming at you, you don't think that DMX can gain momentum because of the fact that his songs are made for the arena more so than a Snoop record?
No.
He's got to punch his chance. He's got to punch his chance.
Like, I feel like he got a shot.
He's got to punch his chance. First things first. I don't think he's gonna win. On paper, Snoop. Let's be clear. I want to be 100% clear. On paper, Snoop should win, in my opinion. But I haven't gotten out one of these right, because a lot of these don't go by what you think's gonna happen on paper. Mm-hmm. It don't always go that way. So if Snoop wants to play, if Snoop plays 5 or 6 Snoop Lion tracks that we ain't even heard, and he wants to do that, he's opening the door. If X is gonna play that heat, so we don't know. Should Snoop win on paper? Yes.
Why do you think Swiss and Tim put those two together? If he has no chance, why would they put them two together?
Desperate, and they know it would bring in views.
See, I think you're being real. Now, again, I'm picking Snoop. But I think you're being real disrespectful to DMX, like he was not the biggest rapper on planet Earth for half a decade.
He Cali biased.
That was the biggest rapper.
No, I never said DMX wasn't the biggest rapper, but he was the biggest rapper for like 8 months. You talking about?
No, I don't think it was
really
disrespectful. Maybe that was a little disrespectful. I'll give DMX more credit than that.
So let me ask,
but Snoop has been a god on a consistent level. He's been a god of rap on a consistent level.
So you don't think that those slow tracks, because we remember our favorite rap, and I'm just being devil's advocate here. We remember our favorite rappers in their greatest light. If we play something that's kind of chill, kind of laid back, which is a lot of Snoop records, and then you come out with something that is just completely bang on your door heavy from the Rough Riders camp that
I
DMX
disagree.
came from.
Let them know.
I disagree. For one, Snoop has plenty of up-tempo songs. What are you talking about?
What's
School.
up? He has
Tons of
some.
up-tempo
Has
songs.
some,
No,
but tons.
tons of up-tempo
Like,
songs,
what-
yes.
What?
talking
Okay,
about Snoop, I gotta
we're
light up.
talking hits. We're talking hits. So when I play Rough Riders Anthem, what are you gonna play to that? That's gonna be in the same cadence.
I could play Snoop's verse on
187. 187 on an undercover cop. That's what I
I could
play.
play Snoop's verse on the Rough Riders Anthem remix. That's what I could play.
Ain't nobody give off. Okay, let's continue. And I'm being devil's advocate. If
No,
I play,
it's fair. It's because these things, again, they never, for some reason, for the most part, they don't seem to go as planned.
They don't.
So
Because
I'm saying DMX has catalog. DMX has 20, bro. He's got 15 to 20, bro. You can't just discredit him.
16-4.
So if Snoop's can't make a mistake, there's room for wiggle. First of all, when's the last dope album Snoop dropped? Snoop has made himself part of the culture because of what he's doing with the bud, what he's doing in football. He's never left the culture. DMX left the culture because he's been in jail in a hot mess. Snoop ain't been part of the culture the last 10 years because he's dropping fire albums. So let's be clear. He's got a catalog, but there's room for error.
When you say hot songs in recent history, now I will agree and say that these songs didn't do well on the charts. But if I play one of these songs for you right now, everybody on our podcast is gonna be bobbing their head like, "Oh shit, this shit's hot."
But Instagram and Apple Music doesn't give a fuck about what y'all just said.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but
Eric,
if you're a fan, you're great and you're different too. You're great and a lot different.
See, that's the point. Great point, Dion. We're talking universal hits, and where these artists go wrong, I'm watching in real time. Where they play things that they like and they're attached to, and that's when they lose.
But he's only battling DMX. He's not battling all of those people who are
only.
And DMX is savage.
DMX is savage.
So when was DMX's last hit?
By the same time as Snoop Dogg.
No, sir.
Fuck out of here, man.
By the same time as Snoop
That's why
Dogg.
they got a shot.
Like, again, and I want to repeat again.
DMX dropped 2 classic albums.
Can't wait to see it. I'll be too dead. I can't wait to see it.
When you have classic album, if you got 2 classic albums, that is enough material to sprinkle around and give yourself a fighting chance.
You got a shot. Again, I'm picking Snoop, but you got a chance, especially with those anthem records that DMX has.
Snoop gonna play some shit with Martha Stewart on the hook and fuck everything up. Watch.
And plus, Snoop gonna be high as hell. Okay, so I'm gonna be real curious.
He's always
gonna be a curveball.
Hey,
I'm gonna be real curious.
DMX probably gonna be high too.
Let me tell you. I bet y'all.
Fucking high, nigga.
The Russians gonna hack the Instagram feed.
Listen, I bet y'all when that
Jadakiss some fuck Snoop Dogg shit.
I bet y'all when that Jadakiss and Fab dropped, I bet y'all thought that it was gonna be a lot closer than it was. Jadakiss smoked the shit out of Fab. So you just never know.
Who the hell thought Fabulous had a chance?
A lot of people did.
I did.
A lot of people did. Let me be very clear. A lot of people
Fab had poor selection, man.
Very
ball
poor.
game. This is
You just
ball
never
game.
Very
know.
poor selection.
You just never
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Like he could have made, in my opinion, that on paper was a fair fight. Fab, poor selection, man.
Yeah. So
he could have made that way better. But anyway,
that's all. But we're gonna move on to the next topic. We got to get through all of these because we got a whole lot of shit for you. As many of you know, Meg has been shot.
That shit wild.
All right.
Meg who?
Someone please call 911. Meg has been shot in the foot.
Please call 911.
All right. So allegedly.
Why did everybody giggle?
Allegedly.
I wanted him to say Meg Thee Stallion. I wanted him to say the
I refuse to call. I refuse to say that, and then Chris has a comment afterwards.
I have nothing to say.
Who shot Lil Buddy?
See what I mean? See what I mean?
I have nothing to say.
See what I mean?
Look,
But this is all allegedly, to be clear, okay? Allegedly.
Wasn't it on video?
yes.
On
So it
video.
still has to be
Some of
allegedly.
it-
when it's
some
on
of
It's
it's
video?
still
on video.
allegedly. No
Not
one
the
has
whole
been
story.
convicted. No one has been convicted of anything, but allegedly.
He's
There's a
been
lot
charged.
but no one's been convicted of anything.
You're right. He's been
So
charged. He hasn't been
strictly
convicted.
allegedly.
What?
So as
What was he
it
charged with?
Assault with a deadly weapon has been upgraded.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
That's serious.
Now, if you're wondering who him is, we're talking about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez has allegedly shot Meg, and I refuse
That
to
nigga
call her.
Hey, he
I refuse to
shot-
call her by the other name.
Why?
The
That's what she
stallion.
wants to be called.
He shot the
Because-
stallion.
See,
Hey, somebody give a quick brief breakdown of the whole what happened. If someone was watching this for the first time and they didn't know, there was a party at Kim Kardashian, right? At a Kim Kardashian property, they were throwing a party.
It wasn't a Kardashian. It wasn't a Kim Kardashian. It was one of the I think it was Jenner's party. Kyle Jenner.
Okay.
Yeah, it was her
All
party. Party in the Hollywood Hills that her and Tory Lanez went to. They're supposedly rumored an item, a couple. And I don't appreciate that because he got a lot of short jokes coming my way now. Because y'all don't know, he's like 5'2". So all these women is calling little short, angry people violent now. But anyway, they went to this party.
Tiny.
And,
Is he really 5'2"?
Yeah, he's tiny. Like he's about 5'2", 5'3". He's a real short guy. But anyway, they were out this party. Something happened where it was reported that Tory Lanez was shooting in the air and some glass broke in the car and cut Megan. But now the story came out to where she was shot by Tory. It hasn't been officially confirmed.
who shot?
It has
Shaq?
been confirmed that Tory somehow shot Megan.
Who
She
shot?
went on her
Shaq?
Twitter saying that it was intentional and it was meant to harm her. And people's been threatening him and stuff. And his charge has been upgraded now from a concealed weapon to assault with a deadly weapon. So it's a lot of.
So hold up. She went on and said that it was done intentionally.
Yeah, she never said who did it,
Wow.
but she cleared it. She said she went to Twitter and said, "I want to clear this up. This was intentionally done to harm me, and I got shot several times and had to go to the hospital and get bullets removed."
Oh, that's scary.
That's super fucked up. Now,
Yeah.
there are a couple elements of this
That
is
shit is wild.
obviously very
2020.
wild and very serious. And there are a couple of questions that I have that are a little bit more, for lack of a better term, lackadaisical. Now, before we get into the seriousness, I just have to say, I never thought in a million years that Tory Lanez will be what Meg Thee Stallion goes for. Okay?
Man,
Never in a million fucking years did I think that.
that shit, bro. That's an odd
A whole other
combination right
topic,
there.
but that's
I was
because
jealous,
men don't understand how this all works. But that's a whole other topic. I can see how she would go for him.
I mean, yeah, that looks like
Let me just
that
hear,
looks like
let me
little
just hear
brother
your
and big sister.
tidbit. Can I
It's
just
not,
hear your
it's,
tidbit real
big
quick?
a 5'2" dude is not my thing, but a lot of women love guys who are charming or funny, or so he has some quality that she likes, and his height is secondary.
He got a little Kevin Hart in him.
Yeah, tried the other stuff.
He's
Hey.
short. There's a thought process that little men are blessed,
Okay.
so that could be it also. I'm being honest. All right, what's the question? I'm ready.
No,
That went.
Look at Chris. Look at Chris.
That went another way, bro. I'm trying to consider my height. I'm like, God damn, I'm like 5'6".
We've had your complaints, Gian.
because I'm just saying. Did y'all see the video of Tory Lanez freestyling, and then he stood up, and he was the same height sitting down as he was?
Standing up. Short, yeah.
Like he a short motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a short
I didn't see that,
motherfucker
but
right
that
there.
sounds funny.
But
Yeah.
obviously, that aside, we got to get into the serious stuff. And obviously, Meg has been harmed, and we have to protect our black women.
We have to.
We have to talk. We have to talk about the realness. So, with that, what are your guys' thoughts on the actual occurrence of her being shot, Miss Get Rich or Die Trying?
Well, I think that she went into the party. She was drinking, having a good time. You know, she started probably shaking her ass or something like that. You know, that's what she do. That's what she's known for. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to her. And Tory
She
probably
does a great job, by the way.
You know, and Tory started giving her the sideline, like, you know, chill. You embarrassing me and shit. And she turned around, you know, she's a big girl. She kicked that little nigga in the chest, and he grabbed the strap and started busting. I don't know. I don't know. That's a possibility.
Y'all are assholes.
Yo,
That's a possibility.
you are an asshole for that, Chris.
Y'all are assholes. I don't know what she did for him to do
know.
that, but that's serious because that's you know, if you can go all the way to shooting somebody because you don't like what they said or what they did, I mean, he could kill her. That's a pretty serious thing. That's very serious.
Let me say, if this
All jokes aside, it's very serious. All jokes aside, it's very serious.
If this is true, Tory Lanez needs to go to jail ASAP. Okay, he needs to be locked up and put under the fucking jail. If this is true, this is some fucked up shit.
I don't hold females to the same standard as males when it comes to this whole rapping and snitching thing. So I don't understand why she's just not coming out and saying, you know, this is what happened. She's being real cryptic about stuff. So
well, she's in the middle of a legal case.
Yeah, and so she could have been advised by her attorney to not say anything because it may not be in her best interest.
Listen, any attorney worth a damn is going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah,
you can only do damage by running your mouth.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
One of her producers went on social media and told Tory that your days are numbered. We're gonna get you, and basically threatened him on social media,
which is destructive to her case.
It is.
Yeah, he's a dummy for that. But
I just want to say that with Tory, I just wish that people would find better ways to resolve conflict without immediately, trying to go grab a gun. Like I'm just tired of that narrative. Like every time there's a problem, when someone wants to resolve a problem, the first thing they do is they grab a weapon, man. Like we gotta find a way to reach each other in that manner, man, because that shit is seriously like
communicate.
It's sickening, and it's starting to be our demise, man. Just every time you turn around, that's how people are resolving conflict with more violence.
Ownership has been glorified in a way that it's gotten out of hand with how people look at it. Yeah,
and I didn't want to really condemn him either because I truly do not know what happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Tory Lanez, like Tory Lanez, people have probably told them, "Shut the fuck up, don't say anything."
Yeah,
absolutely.
So hopefully we'll find out what happened. But something did happen, and she got shot, man, and that shit's crazy enough. We got to do better.
And that's the one reason why I don't want to go in on Tory Lanez yet, because I don't know for sure exactly what happened.
You don't know.
It's very serious.
Yeah.
But if it's true and it did happen, he need to get the fuck up out of here.
Absolutely.
He gotta go.
But as it stands, alleged.
What could she have done that would make you guys say, okay, I get, like what could she have done to make you say, okay, now I heard his side of the story. I get
nothing.
I know
nothing.
I know. What if?
I already know what you're gonna do.
No, I'm just gonna say, what if it was her gun? What if she was trying to shoot him and he grabbed the fucking gun from her and popped her? What I'm saying is that we don't know.
Right, but her statement didn't allude to that in any way. Her statement is basically saying they shot at me and they were trying to harm me.
And it was
but if you try to shoot me and I take the gun from you, fucking right up and try to shoot you.
It's the story.
Hypothetically.
Was there another person in the car?
There also. Megan's best friend went with them to the party, so she was there the whole time the situation happened. So there's an eyewitness there also.
Yeah, so
and she went on Twitter too, and she said, for the record, I didn't shoot Megan because there were rumors that she shot Megan.
Right.
And didn't she just come home?
So, see, look, man, this shit make it.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot of moving parts.
There's a lot going on. I saw a picture of her friend. I think her name is Kelsey, and basically she was saying, my girl just came back home. I don't know where back home. I don't want to assume if she was on a vacation or a vacation, but wherever she was, she just came back to the area.
Is this the girl with the big old dump?
I don't know. I didn't even see her.
I'm about to say, what's her
I
name?
didn't see the picture like that, but there's a 99.9% chance that is the correct assumption.
Okay.
Probably so.
Eric.
The one
All
was
subject. Goddamn, y'all guys missing a
Yeah,
fat
but
ass. You went all subject.
here's what I can say. I don't want to be too reckless, but here's what I will say. I will say that Tory Lanez is an established artist. He's not an up and coming. He's not a rookie. That man has budget. He's made money. He's done tours, right? So at that level, there is no excuse for you to be holding. You need to have security. Like, you have to outsource two things when you're an entertainer: your security and your travel. If you focus on your personal self to handle your travel as an entertainer, you're a moron.
Well, he was
And
on Joe Budden's pull-up show, and they did an interview. Joe Budden did an interview with him not too long ago, and he said, "I don't put myself in situations where I need to carry a gun anymore."
He lied.
So, it's like,
Well,
what you doing? And not only that,
But we don't know what it is,
Allegedly.
It's
right?
all
We don't
alleged.
know if
It's all
it is.
alleged.
he just signed a deal
Gotcha.
with YouTube also. So he had bags coming in. Like, he was an established artist, but he also was getting he was getting more popular and getting bags. So he
dude,
fucked up. He put a lot of jeopardy.
He
right
was
now.
on his trajectory. He was on his way.
Yeah, he fucked
So
up. He fucked up.
Well,
the one thing
we got to make sure. That's all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
Allegedly, if it's confirmed. If it's confirmed.
Exactly. But either way, y'all need to leave Meg alone, man. The memes, all that other
You know what the
shit,
real fucked up
y'all
part
gotta
about
leave
all of
Meg
this
alone,
is?
man.
Is even if he didn't, let's say that it's not something that he did, or maybe it was in self-defense, his reputation is likely screwed up for all.
It's tarnished.
Somewhat.
It's going to be
already
tarnished.
screwed up.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends on what comes out. Because it's show business. Publicity's publicity. He's already getting liked up, and whatever he drops next, you think it ain't gonna have more spins regardless? It depends on what the content is, in my opinion.
Depends on the story.
He may come out looking like he was right, and now, who knows?
Yeah.
All this stuff is crazy.
We'll find out some more probably next week, in the next couple of weeks.
But what I want to say one thing, and I want to make one fucking point clear. I never seen a female artist get shitted on and trashed on the internet more than Megan Thee Stallion. And I'm just curious. I want to know. I think it's something that I'm not gonna let this segment go by and not mention it. But that statement she made, like, I'm not gonna lie. When I read that, I was like, damn. Like, I felt for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was talking some shit like, man, we supposed to be protected and all this shit and blah 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 blah. Dude, the comment sections, people are savages, dog. So it's just kind of weird to me. I don't see where the energy is to shit on her like that. Like, what did she do?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think people are shitting on her per se. I think, unfortunately, as a people, we've become comfortable with kind of not treating these famous, celebrities and artists and things of that nature as human. We look at them as some.
Let's be clear. Calling her a man. Hold on. Let's be clear.
But why?
Let's be clear. Calling her a man
No, don't do that.
is complete disrespect. That
It
shit
is,
happens
because
a
she
lot on
fine
the
as hell.
internet.
She fine as hell, and I don't understand how anybody can look at her as a man. I don't understand.
Exactly.
Don't
So
do
I
that.
find that shit on the internet
Take your cape
disrespectful.
off.
That's crazy.
Take your cape off. Take your cape off.
I'm no king, but I'm just saying.
Why do people go there though? Why do she get so much flack?
Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. I hope she's doing well. I hope she's recovering nice. Shout out to her.
Look at all the pleas he's trying to cop right now.
Well,
it's just a lot of weird. It's a lot of weird energy towards her, and I just don't get it.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of older people don't like her. It's because her persona that she shows us on TV and video and film and on the radio and things like that. Like, that is, she's, to me, what she's portraying is just the worst of the worst. Like she disgusts me. You know what I mean? So like
damn.
when I listen to
What?
what she disgusts me. So like when I listen to what she's saying and her lyrics, like those are the hoes I tell my son to run the fuck away from. You know what I'm saying? The stuff she says, like I wouldn't want my son to be with a girl who thinks like that. Or
Well, let me
Hold on,
ask.
time out. But if she's rapping, it could be entertainment. You don't know if she's really doing all that stuff.
No,
bars.
it's not about.
She's taking advantage of a lane.
But listen, we also understand the power that musicians have over their listeners.
Well, hold on now. Hold
So
on.
the Snoop
Do y'all have the same energy when a man does it?
You was loving Snoop and Snoop.
Time out. Listen.
Gangster, like.
Listen to me. Hear me out. I feel like Snoop has the ability and the right to talk about those things because he's lived through that. So he's simply using art as an imitation for life.
Meg raps about sitting on niggas' faces. I am sure she has sat on niggas' faces in real life. Like
she raps about a whole lot of hoe shit. You think she has done a whole lot of hoe shit?
I'm not calling her a hoe.
Maybe not. But that's an incredibly hypocritical criteria you just
So to be balanced about it,
I don't think she's living that life.
There's a lot of rappers
are living that life.
Exactly. There's a lot of rappers busting their gun in songs and doing shit in real life.
Like for instance, do Drake talk about busting guns?
Yeah, but that's great. But listen,
let me add to what Eric's saying. Because I got a perspective from this too.
Drake's terrible analogy.
I'm thinking from a balanced standpoint. I think from a balanced standpoint, when people, the type of artist she is and the things that she rap about in her persona, it becomes offensive to certain males. So when they hear Megan, certain males get real defensive about her lyrics and the type of persona she puts on.
Did Nicki Minaj offend you? Are you a Nicki Minaj fan?
Yeah, why?
It's hypocritical. It's hypocritical too. I admit it's hypocritical. But when males hear certain artists say certain stuff, that's what some males got a problem with Cardi B.
But why? Why is that offensive? Why are they
from a male standpoint? Some males get defensive when they hear certain women portray a certain image.
That's stupid as fuck.
But it's true. I'm not saying I agree with it.
One of the main reasons.
But that's that man's problem.
No, listen. One of the main reasons Megan also catches shit is because she looks the way she looks. If Megan, I'm gonna just kick some real shit to y'all. If Megan was 120 pounds and she was 5'4", she wouldn't get. No, I'm talking about the disrespect that she gets. If she was 5'4", she was light skinned, and she was 120 pounds.
Oh, I see what
she
you
was
said.
shaking her ass.
You're right.
You don't have a problem with it, and we know that's true because if you look at what people post, what people talk about, what they Google or you have the googly eyes over, it's not an issue. They go, oh, looking at her, she twerking, she's shaking her ass. But because Megan is a big girl, she's heavier. She doesn't have an what do you call it? A European nose and
asymmetrical.
Exactly. She doesn't look like that. So it's easier and more comfortable to catch that flack. Yeah. And now she's a big woman. So she's a man and she's not pretty and she's not this. And on top of that, if you're saying that the things that she says is offensive to men, then that says more about the man than it does about Megan.
I agree.
I agree. But I just pointed out.
Let me say one thing. Does Nicki Minaj discuss y'all?
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute.
What's the difference?
I already said she did so.
What's the difference?
What'd you say,
Chris Gibbs? You're a big Nicki Minaj. I need you to explain to me what's the difference.
Oh, I just like the way she looks. I don't care about her lyrics and then I just like the way she looks and she actually writes her raps. That's the only thing I like.
What's the difference, Eric? What's the difference, Eric?
Now, with Nicki Minaj, she kind of grew into a better rapper. But at one point, all she did talk about was hoe shit. But then she started to rap about other things, which I started to respect her as a rapper. I don't respect Megan Thee Stallion as a rapper. Because
I'm not a
she's
Nicki
like,
Minaj
she's
fan,
like
but
a-
Well,
Nicki
you
she's
said he was
was more of an
disgusting.
underground
Hold on,
battlist
hold
for a
on.
long time.
She's
So
a-
that's not true.
I,
That's not necessarily
all the
true.
time. I said that she disgusts me. I didn't say her
Oh,
music,
not her raps? Not her raps?
her music sucks.
So can I be an asshole? Can I be an
Or
asshole?
Meg Thee Stallion. Who are you talking about?
Can
I'm
I
talking
be an
about
asshole?
Meg Thee Stallion still. But with Nicki Minaj, yes, she was a battle rapper. But then when she got into the industry, she started to change her rap into basically kind of like what
That's
you
even
say.
worse. That's even
Right?
worse.
That's
Right,
the thing. She went more commercial. Nicki went more commercial. She didn't become like a better rapper. She became more commercial and mainstream.
Not in it. Like her first album was not tremendously commercial.
All right,
Can
guys.
I just say something? Because I feel like I should be able to be an asshole sometimes, and we shouldn't just judge people because they want to crack jokes. If I want to say Megan looked like she would have dominated the WWF for a good 10 years, then I'm going to say Megan should have looked like she would have dominated the WWF for a good 10 years.
And I don't care.
I still crack jokes.
All right.
She looked like her daddy. That's it.
Guys, we're going to move on, but I'm going to give each of you some final seconds to give some final thoughts. Vic, final thoughts. 10 seconds.
You gotta go to me first, man.
Go for it.
I think a lot. I just think a lot of the shit you see on the internet, I find it personally surprising. That's all.
Okay.
I just
Chris.
Funny.
I think it's the internet. We make fun of shit we shouldn't do. It's jokes. You know, sue me. What the fuck gonna happen? I hope she feel better. Get well soon, man.
Okay. Eric.
Loosen up your ass. That's what I want to tell people. God damn.
Dion.
I don't have much to add other than I hope it works out well for her.
Okay. I personally wish the best for Megan. I think that she has been given a really, really rough rap. And she's a beautiful woman. We should protect our Black women. And anything that Dion says, I agree with. Thank you.
I'm just like Eric said. Everybody should loosen their ass. It's not a big deal. And then, but he started this shit by saying she disgusts me.
She disgusts me. Disgusts me. I don't want to hear about no damn broad cocking up her leg.
No. He's got the balls to come up in here with that "get off my lawn" take.
Moving on.
Get off my goddamn lawn.
We're moving on. So, with the next topic, this is a complete pivot, and Dion, you're not going to like it very much. Does Dak have the Cowboys in checkmate? Now, as we're all aware, he's been in a shouting match with Jerry Jones as far as a contract extension. And there's been some activity as of recent as far as a franchise tender. And currently, we all have probably differing opinions as far as his placement amongst quarterbacks in general. But I think we can all agree he deserves some type of salary, and that salary is pretty hefty. So in relation to the Cowboys, does he have them in checkmate?
Absolutely. He absolutely has it in checkmate. I'm going to say what I have to say, and then y'all can jump in and do your Cowboys bashing.
His name is Dakota.
He has about I have two things to say. He absolutely has about a checkmate because for the whole time, Dak's issue has been years and not money. They won't concede and give him the 4 years like he wants. They're trying to push him into a longer deal, and he doesn't want it. So stand your ground, take your $31 million, and move on. If they don't want to pay you, find a team that will. That's the first thing I have to say. The second thing that I have to say is I love when we talk about football, it's like, oh, you got to pay that black man. They treat these quarterbacks bad. Everybody should get their money. But the moment that black man is wearing a star,
not that black man.
The moment that black man is wearing a star, that big blue star, everything goes out the window.
Very passionate take from Dion.
Well, look, first of all, can we get his name right? It's Rain, Dakota Rain. It's not Dak. Let's get that straight. And personally, as an Eagles fan, I want them to pay Dakota Rain the biggest contract ever. But other than that, he's fucking trash, so he does not have the leverage. So what he's going to do this year is he's going to get the franchise tag. He's going to fuck up. He's going to get benched if we have a season by week 6. Andy Dalton's going to take over. They're going to go 8-8 again. And he's not going to get paid. So I think he's fucked now. To be honest, he should have signed that contract because they offered that trash can so much money and the trash can turned it down. So now the trash can is fucked because I honestly believe that he is not a good quarterback. I said previous takes before because I wanted him to get paid. But now that that's out the bag, he's fucking trash and he's not worth the money and he fucked up, in my opinion.
Wow.
Fuck that.
Man, I don't even know if I want to say anything.
You made some good points, man. I'm not gonna lie. You came from a different angle there, but I beg to differ, and here's why. The Cowboys blew it, man. They blew it. They had an opportunity to sign him a year ago, and they fucked that up. They should have never. There's no situation where Patrick Mahomes should have signed before your guy. That was a huge tactical error. You could. I'm not here to talk about Dak's place in the top 10, top 15. Number one, he's a top 15, arguably top 10 quarterback. You could just stop right there. Those dudes get paid. And when you're the Dallas Cowboys and you haven't had a good quarterback since Romo, and that didn't work out for you, when you got one, you gotta hold on to him in the NFL. It's just where you're at. The Detroit Lions were in the same scenario with Stafford. There was a bunch of people that thought he was trash, and they signed him, and it was a smart thing to do. And at the time, it was the biggest contract in the NFL, and everyone agreed with it. Just 2 years later, it proved to be the right move. They are absolutely in checkmate. They should have signed that man. They should have paid that man to go and market at the time, and they blew it, and it's going to hurt him. Because now, what if he has a good year? What if he balls out?
He won't.
They're screwed. It's a 20% increase. It is $37 million next year if they tag him, which the Cowboys are not in a position to pay that as per the cap. And they're already trying to get the cap. They're using the COVID-19 to try to negotiate against the players for the CBA. So the owners are basically saying we want a 40% less cap. That's what they're doing right now. If all of that happens, the Cowboys would be screwed. But apparently they're basically using that as a
because they would, if you adjust the cap, you're adjusting it across all 32 teams. So it wouldn't just be the Cowboys that are screwed. The NFL
it's screwed, but it screws them the most.
Everybody has a franchise tag. Y'all drive me crazy. When people talk about the Cowboys, y'all throw logic out the window. Every single team has a franchise. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Those are the sports track. But every single team has a franchise tag, not just the Cowboys. Everybody has to pay a franchise tag that has selected it, not just the Cowboys. So what are you talking about? You're like, the Cowboys are screwed. Well, everybody would be screwed.
Talk about. We're in the middle of a podcast and Eric is raising his
Sorry, go ahead. I'm going to let y'all have it.
No, listen, you're screwed because it's the perfect storm. It's the perfect timing for Dak. That's why I meant you're screwed. Everything played right. It's playing right into his hand. Yeah, and not that fifth year is not worth this. The fifth year is not worth all of this. I would have conceded and gave him 4.
I think this situation sometimes that we don't just use just a tad bit of simplicity when it comes to looking at stuff like this. When's the last time a franchise quarterback has had this much difficulty getting signed by a team he's already performed well for, right? And the reason why you see this is because is one simple answer. The Cowboys do not believe that this is the quarterback for the future of this franchise. They are not.
Y'all annoy me when you say that. If that's the case, why do they want to sign him for all of these years? That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense.
Listen. You offer things to someone if you know they're going to turn it down. That's strategy. Of course,
Eric, if you love her, put a ring on it.
That makes
if you love her, put a ring on it.
Okay. Then if he accepts that, you got a quarterback for 7 years.
I'm with Dion. That don't make no sense.
Stuck with a quarterback for 7 years.
No,
that makes zero sense.
No, because what they're thinking would be, well, listen, I'll be willing to keep him on the team if he plays for this amount or he does this. But other than that,
They've already
wouldn't
gone
break my
from
back.
7 to
Listen,
to
when you
down
want a
to 5.
quarterback, when you want a quarterback on your team, and you want that player to lead your franchise, you do what the Chiefs did when they grabbed Mahomes. You do
Yeah,
not
they gave him 10 years. Dak doesn't want to stay for 10 years.
That's not fair.
Y'all
You
just
won
won the Super Bowl.
Not fair. Not fair.
when you want,
Out of here.
that contract was coming regardless of that Super Bowl win.
But it's cemented. There's no doubt.
They were talking about that contract at the beginning of last year.
You comparing apples to freaking.
Listen. When the Eagles wanted Wentz, what did they do?
Got Wentz.
What did they do? They extended him.
We paid his ass.
Y'all
gonna stop.
And what I'm saying is the Cowboys have not made that type of effort in cementing their future with the quarterback that they have.
To be fair, they've gone all the way from 7 years and they've gone down to 5 years. So
why not give him what he wants?
Why wouldn't that come up to 5 years?
Why not
because
give him
the owner? Here's why. Simple. Because owners are fucking delusional. Guys like Jerry Jones are fucking delusional, and they have been delusional for years. He thinks the star is everything, and he should kiss the ring. He told all his players, "Don't kneel with me." What do you mean? Why not? Because these owners are delusional.
And it works. Because look at y'all get excited just talking about the Cowboys.
They do.
They really do.
I think they trash, and we shouldn't have even spent so much time talking about them, honestly.
And we're gonna move on.
You'll always talk about the Cowboys.
And they're gonna win 6 games.
A very spirited conversation, but we're gonna move the fuck on because
6
y'all
games
are clearly
we can talk about the Raiders, man.
Okay, now watch your mouth.
Eagles win the
Jets
Super Bowl.
playoffs.
Watch your mouth.
Jets playoffs 2020.
Bird call.
But
Super Bowl, baby.
But other than that, that's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe. We appreciate you. Press that lavishing like button on YouTube.
And subscribe.
Arrogant
Make sure you
Underdogs
listen to
on Instagram.
On Instagram, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're gonna be on Apple Music soon.
Ooh.
Hollywood Vic is
sound like y'all blowing up, baby. What's going on?
Man, we got empire going.
We all over the place.
Hollywood Vic.
All over the place.
Hollywood Vic in the building.
We global up in this motherfucker. With that being said, we appreciate you guys for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night. And tune in next week.
Be safe this weekend, y'all.
Always. Time to get the fuck out of here.
Peace.